Do you ever just forget how your art style works and have to go back to figure it out? Hello, fellow humans of our nation. I'm a moldy drawer and welcome to another speed paint. I'm also an idiot who tends to forget how I like soft cell shading. That aside, today I'm drawing out a wintry landscape. Arguably the most beautiful type of painting. What with its ethereal hue glistening on the crystalline snow. The characters are from my book series, Ulix of Gardenia, which you'll hopefully be seeing more of. Of course, never mind that. Since I doubt many of you actually truly care about my facts and personal stories. You're here for the art and will probably put on something in another tab, but I digress. Today I think it'll be fitting to discuss cherry choke trees. Botany is amazing to study, but I feel like not enough people indulge in learning about plants. They're the most abundant organism, besides humans, that we'll see on a daily, and they are our oxygen providers. I feel like not enough artists take advantage of the biodiversity. It could make for an interesting art piece or unique world building, but nah, people just focus on animals, specifically mammals. Years ago, my family had bought a tree for our empty yard. I thought it was gorgeous, with its silvery bark and purplish leaves. I remember drawing a picture of it, and I got made fun of for coloring purple trees because they don't exist. It goes to show their ignorance. Then again, I only found out recently that its kind is a cherry choke. Kingdom: Planticlade, Tracheophytes clade, Angiosperms clade, Eudicots clade, Rhasids order. Rosales family, Rosaceae genus, Prunus species, Prunus virginiana. A deciduous tree native to North America. It can be found under other names such as bitterberry, Virginia birdcherry, and western chokecherry. It can grow as far up North Alaska to down south of northern Mexico. The fruit is edible but the stone is poisonous. Once it's fully ripe, it can be made into jam or syrup or even wine. It's naturally bitter, sour, and would require additional sugar for use. If the leaves have started wilting, the plant releases cyanide, making it sweet. The bark and twigs are a tea substitute. I remember wanting to eat the fruit, but I had the forewarning that if the birds aren't eating the fruit, humans shouldn't either. Or at least I just thought they weren't eating it, but apparently, it is part of their natural diet. Not sure how reliable this nugget of information is when off track in the wilds. But it is advised that horses, moose, cattle, goats, deer, and other animals with segmented stomachs stay away from the berries. Symptoms of a horse that has been poisoned include heavy breathing, agitation, and weakness. Cherry choke also has its medicinal uses. The bark can be made into a cough syrup. Chokecherry tea was used to treat everything from anxiety to colds, diarrhea and tuberculosis. Indigenous groups would pound up the whole fruits, including the toxic pits, to make other medicine too. Although no specific mention has been seen for this species. All members of the genus contain amygdalin and prunicin, substances which break down in water to form hydrocyanic acid, cyanide or prussic acid. In small amounts, this exceedingly poisonous compound stimulates respiration, improves digestion and gives a sense of well-being. The crushed-up berries were also used in pemmican, a traditional indigenous, calorie-rich food consisting of dried meat, animal fat and dried berries. It was widely adopted as a high-energy food by Europeans involved in the fur trade and later by Arctic and Antarctic explorers. The voyageurs of the Canadian fur trade had no time to live off the land during the short season when the lakes and rivers were free of ice. They had to carry all of their food with them if the distance traveled was too great to be resupplied along the way. Fun fact, it was reported that pemmican was such a survival food that it could last 10, 20, or even 30 years. Speed paint is almost done, so I'll drop a random trivial fact for Ulix of gardenia. Many of the plants growing on the wondrous plateau island were hand-selected by the goddess and forcibly evolved to her liking. Who cares about the laws of nature when you can literally hand-wave them away? The cherry choke trees in the Black Forest almost rival the massive coast redwood trees of California. Their dark leaves and stature hide the sun so well that it might as well be eternal night during the summer, and a horrid black rainfall when the leaves fall in autumn. Bonus tidbit. This is a reference art piece for a scene in Book 2. Be sure to check out the significantly less detailed animation test, wherein I add their headcanon voices. Thank you for watching. Leave a recommendation for what I should draw next. I hope to see you in another video.